right back at you.
Hey, right back at you.
That's it. That's what we're going to talk about, the back. Do people have problems with the back?
All the time.
You bet.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, as people get older, they don't take really good care of their core and of their back muscles. And what we're talking about are the muscles that go right along here. Okay, those back muscles. And Cyan did a study that showed that as you get older, those muscles get weaker. And so that's going to contribute to your back pain, as well as that core not being strong enough. So you need that to support you when you sit, when you move. Right. I mean, it's so important.
So the core is more than just my abdominal muscles.
Oh, yeah,
is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
No, it's not just here.
No, everybody thinks that it is, but it's these. It's the core, and you got some ab muscles here.
Okay.
You also have them all along your back, and your buttocks muscles are also part of your core. But we're going to really concentrate on the back and the front muscles today. Okay. So we're going to show you 2 quick tests that you can do to see if you're weak in there. So you ready for it?
I guess I have no choice.
Okay.
So, yes.
So you're going to have you lie on your tummy.
Okay.
All right.
Pillow under my hips?
Yes. Pillow right here. It's going to go between this the bone right here and right underneath your chest. Okay.
Got it.
So this test will test these muscles here. And what I'm going to have her do is put your hands at your side, and I'm going to have you lift up, and you're going to hold that. Oh, she's going a little far, but you really just have to get your chest off the table.
Okay.
Okay? Now, if you have a bigger chest, you need a bigger set of pillows, maybe 2 or 3. All right? And you should be able, if you're a woman, to hold it 128 seconds.
This is hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you're a man, 208 seconds. Now, I won't make you do the whole test.
Yes.
But now turn on your, stay there, and let me take the pillow away.
Okay.
And the next one you've probably seen. It's a plank. So you can do it either on your elbows or on your hands, but I suggest the elbows. It's a little
I'm going to do my elbows.
And it won't hurt your hands.
Okay.
All right. What you're just going to do is lift up. Straight. Beautiful. And wow, what a perfect position.
I've been practicing.
Yes. And you should be able to do at least 73 seconds. And this is Schellenberg's study that differentiated people who had back pain and those who didn't. It's not a norm.
Okay.
But wait, show 2 things.
Okay.
Show first how to do this wrong.
Okay.
To do it wrong would be to either slow down or this. Even worse. I watched somebody give a whole talk showing a lady that was 80, and he said, wow, look at, she can hold this for 5 minutes. All right? Well, yes, because she's using her hip flexors.
I'm not using my core nearly as much.
Yes, do your straight is what you're looking for. All right? And again, 73 seconds. So if you are weak, and I was shocked. I actually did okay on the plank, but that one on my tummy, I was bad. So even though you think you're strong, check it out. Once you realize you might want to work on these, Dana has some exercises for you.
Yeah, so I'm on my stomach, so I'm going to grab that pillow again.
Sure.
And I'm going to show you the first one is going to be a progression for strengthening the muscles in your back. So well supported, and a big part of having the pillow underneath your hips is so your back doesn't arch, because that can actually put some compressive force through your spine that can be painful. So here, you can start maybe a rolled towel under your forehead, because you want your head to be neutral. You don't want your chin to be jutting up, and that would put stress on your neck. So head down, arms by your side, and you're just going to start lifting one leg. I'm going to turn my head this way so you can hear me. But you're going to lift one leg at a time.
I can see your muscles coming out when you do that.
Yeah,
so
good.
People just think it's your hip, but it's not.
And it's right, and it should be these deep muscles in your low back. So you're going to lift, and as you lift, it doesn't need to be high because you don't want your back to arch.
See how she's arching? Yeah, you don't want that.
Right, and none of this should be uncomfortable for you at all. So it's like a small lift, hold a second, and then switch to the other side. And now a progression on that would be to do both legs at once, which is hard to do. You can also do, and I like this one, if your shoulders can be in this position comfortably, you can lift one arm and then the other. And then you can do the swimmer motion where you lift one arm, opposite leg, and the opposite arm and leg on the other side. And again, not big lifts, so you're not moving in your back. Everything's pretty neutral in the spine, just a slow lift and lower. And again, none of this should be uncomfortable at all. That's important to note. And then start with the single leg, about 10 on each side. Then you can add in the arm, and then as you progress, you can do the opposite arm and leg. About 10 on each side, a couple sets, 2 to 3 sets of those. And then test yourself, see if you're getting stronger. What do you think?
I love it.
Okay.
That is a great progression.
Now we're going to quickly go through a few on your back, or just one on your back. Now in a previous video, we showed you how to find those deep core muscles, and we're going to progress on that. So again, if you remember, you're going to pull your belly button in towards your spine and kind of stabilize here. Think about keeping your low back in contact with the ground, not arching, but not really forcing down too far. Now progression is going to be to add a little bit of leg movement. So you're just going to slowly march one leg up and down, and then the other leg up and down. And this gets those deeper core muscles.
Holding that.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Not just marching, right.
Exactly. A very good point, because you don't, I mean, the point is to have a stable core and incorporate some leg movement. So the movement, or the focus really is on the core muscles, up and down, and then the other, as you march, this is rock solid. So it's not moving in the pelvis as you do that. And about 15 or 20 marches on each side. And then you can end with a stretch, because it is kind of nice to get a little bit of a stretch in your low back. So a nice easy stretch, and it does feel good. It's just taking one leg, pull it up towards your chest. And again, the low back muscles are pretty tight and strong. So even a minute hold on each side.
Perfect.
2 or 3 reps, even
and
4 reps if you have
long,
time.
you could start with 30 seconds,
Yes,
but
and
build
build
up to
from
a
there.
minute if you can.
And that's a nice nice stretch to do after you do your strengthening exercises. Now, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about the core, you can go to our website and you can actually tune into a full core program that you can follow along with, and we can do that together. All right, do you have anything else to add?
Well, the one on your stomach, I'm not
Yes.
sure if you said the progression. I mean, how many? So maybe start with 10
Yeah,
and see how you feel. But you could build up to a couple minutes even if you want. It's a type of muscle that really, when you're standing, you're holding it for several minutes.
It's an endurance
But start
muscle.
low.
Yes.
Yeah, and the other
10.
one you said 10 to 15, which was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. All right, thank you. Those are our exercises, your exercises for aging well.